Hey, what's up? It's Tiffany. Before we get started on this week's episode, please be sure to send us your requests at booshakalakapodcast@gmail.com. You can find us on Twitter X, Booshakalakapod. You can also find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Instagram at Booshakalakapodcast.
We are here to review Scream 6, and the synopsis is 4 survivors of the Ghostface murders leave Woodsboro behind for a fresh start in New York City. However, they soon find themselves in a fight for their lives when a new killer embarks on a bloody rampage.
Okay. All right.
Not a bad one.
Good synopsis. This this did not age too good in such a short amount of time.
Really?
It just came out 2 years ago.
I know, and I don't remember. It was just not really feeling it. I liked it when I first saw it. I remember liking it, but when I rewatched it today, I'm just like, okay.
No rewatchability.
No, it's got rewatchability. It's just like not. It's just whatever. It's just kind of meh.
I liked it. But it was probably. I think it's the longest Scream. Am I wrong?
Wow, really?
It's like 2 hours long.
I'm gonna file this intro and things that would never have happened for 5,000, Alex. Wow. I don't think this would happen, especially, and then also, this is a beautiful woman.
Thank you.
I was woman. And when that guy popped up on that screen, I said, "No, ma'am."
Another shot?
Yes, sure. Okay.
Hi, Reggie.
Laura.
No,
she was so eager. Like, I was like, this is not believable. Like, this is a Margot Robbie lookalike. She's not about to.
He was texting her, and he probably was texting her all the things she wanted to hear, because we find out that the person that's texting her actually knows her in person. So he's probably able to match her wit, everything about her, and she just was smitten by that. I mean, so it does make sense on that aspect.
She's a college professor and she's beautiful. It just seemed like, it just seemed very far-fetched. But yeah, she's at this nice, this restaurant's really nice. And guy calls her. He's like, "Hey, can't find you. I'm at the wrong place." So she walks outside to make sure the sign was red. And then he's like, "Oh, I'm on the wrong street. Oh, but there's an alley. Is there an alley?" "Yeah, there's an alley." And he's like, "Okay, I'm walking down." The minute I didn't see him walking down, I would have left. I'm not doing this. But I mean, I don't know how
you've already called me. Drop your pen.
I'm not peering or walking. I'm not even looking through a dark alley. I'm not doing it.
I'm looking out the window of the restaurant.
Not it's over, buddy.
Not right, buddy.
It's over.
Because it's just
listen here, buddy.
But I don't know how dating in New York is. Maybe they like the whole alleyway thing. I'm not. And then she walking down the alleyway in heels.
Stop. I will say, a lot of places in New York are kind of hard to find. When you look at an address and it says 535 and a half West 6th Street, you're like, what the fuck? Sometimes it is like down in like you have to go downstairs from the main street to get to the restaurant. So it's like in a basement, it's underground.
Okay.
I have noticed that. That would have made it more believable if it was a restaurant like that, where she came upstairs to come out of it. But no, an alleyway, it's just not happening. It just, she deserved what was coming to her, because
you're talking about he's after me.
The worst part is, you teach a class about slashers, and you still walked into a dark alley.
You are wearing a tight ass yellow dress and some heels. What are you about to do to help this man? Like, she went all the way down the alley, and then she's staring like in the corner, and it's dark, and then she looks away. Like, you deserved it. She got stabbed, hacked. And then it's revealed that the killer was one of her students.
When this first happened,
I was pissed.
Did you guys think that you were going to see the whole movie from the killer's perspective?
No.
That would have been awesome.
That would have been dope, though. That would have been pretty
100% thought we were going to see the killer, how they That's what they need to do.
Yeah.
That would have been fire.
My first thought was, damn it, not they trying to be inclusive with the killer of color. Because I was like, when we stop doing white males and females, I don't like this. That's what I first thought. I was like, oh, I don't like this.
Yeah.
But yes, I really thought that was going to happen. All right, but another thing I need to point out, that how many days do people dress up for Halloween?
Okay, so maybe it was Halloween weekend.
You pick a day, baby.
No,
gonna
the
do it
weekend.
I don't know
We'll do
how
it
it is
Saturday,
in New
we're gonna do
York.
it
I don't
Sunday.
know. See, a lot of this is
If
based on
Halloween
New York.
lands on a Sunday, I expect to see costumes at
Saturday.
the earliest Friday night.
Yeah, Friday.
Mm-mm.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely.
Because you have
I-
to understand there's trick or treating. There's
But
events.
guess what?
Yeah.
Guess what? It
House
wasn't.
parties.
No,
It
I
was
mean
on
there
the
were,
next
but
day.
clearly they were going somewhere, Tiffany. they had a campus thing, and then they have other
Yeah.
people with their own little.
Okay,
thing.
we'll get to it. When we get to it, we'll get to it. So, Jason is his name. That's the one who killed the
Ironic.
professor. And he sees. I was gonna say our girl Tara, but she is not our girl Tara in this movie. She does not get that title.
I
He
fuck with
sees Tara headed to go to a birthday party, headed to go to a fraternity party, and she's like, "Hey, you coming to the party, Jason?" He's like, nah, I gotta go home and wash this blood off my hands, but I'll holler at you later." Well, he did ask her, "Is your sister gonna be there?" So I assumed maybe he likes her. Sarah, Greg, and Jason wanted to kill Sarah and Sam and Tara. Sarah. That's both of their names together. Wanted to kill the Carpenter sisters.
It is.
And I mean, what the hell? And Jason gets a phone call, and it's Greg. I cannot say that name without saying it like that. Sorry.
Why are you saying it like
the
that? What
person on
movie?
the phone is this is a in-person type of thing.
Oh,
The person on the phone has the Ghostface killer voice, and it's like, "Hey, Jason." Well, I can't do it. I'm not even gonna try.
yeah. He's like,
so-
we said we wouldn't use that voice on each other, honey.
Yes, baby, sweetie, lovely.
Please don't be mad. How mad are you?
Oh, I'm not mad, Jason.
Dude, we said we wouldn't use the voice on each other.
We said a lot of things.
So they basically had a plan to kill the sisters, and Jason kind of went off the rails. He was itching for a stabbing. Like he had to go out, he had to kill her, and he was like, "I'm so sorry, but look, I had to do it. I couldn't
Right,
couldn't
like
help
when you
it
have to
anymore.
bust in her hair.
I was
Yeah.
gonna explode. Literally, we were on the same page when we were thinking about things like that. But the conversation goes kind of off the rails, where the caller is becoming creepy. It's literally just becoming a creepy conversation.
He's like, find me and shit. Like, now this was gay. Like, find me in the house. Like, boy.
Yeah.
So he goes over to the refrigerator. And
Wait. I just have to just my little 2 cents. If a killer calls you on the phone
Mhm.
and it's supposed to be your friend, because remember, we've already had a conversation like this. Our friends don't play like that.
Right.
But we're having a conversation like that, and
But
they're
they're
giving me
psychotic.
rules to follow. Oh, you're getting hotter, you're getting colder. Okay, I'm about to be fucking in Antarctica because I'm going out the front door. Why are we playing these games? Like, I'm not playing this with you anymore.
I
just-
understand what you're saying, but in this
I want
context,
movies to
they're
stop
psychotic.
doing it.
Like they're
Well,
crazy.
yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it would work if they're regular people, but they're murderers. And he's
They're
talking about
clearly,
when the knife went through her, it felt like she wasn't even real. Like that's some shit. You
Yeah.
gotta go talk to
Yeah.
somebody, sir. You gotta go talk to somebody.
Talk to somebody. Ain't no talking.
In the prison that you deserve to be in.
Your cellmate.
Yeah. So he
Yeah,
goes
I'm a
over to the
freaking therapist.
refrigerator. He get real. He get warm. He get on fire, baby. Baby Greg in the refrigerator, and he's decapitated, which was hilarious because they were talking about decapitations later in this movie. Like they cut his head off and stuffed him in their fridge. All I was thinking was, whoever stays in that apartment next, I feel like there's gonna be a speck of blood up in there.
No, they should have to replace the fridge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a crime scene. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, they would have to. I would. It's New York. You know, they just
Hello.
throw paint over it. So
Yeah,
maybe
so-
not.
Killer come from behind, stab Jason in the neck, and he started hacking him up. He's like,
Have to finish the movie.
Who gives a fuck about movies?
I thought that was a great intro. That was hilarious.
But then he contradicted himself in the end.
Touche.
Mm-hmm.
So we get one of the best intros of Scream.
Oh yeah. This is up there, top 3 intros of the franchise, easily.
Oh,
Easily.
go ahead and rank the top 3 because I'm about to.
I
throw
can't
something
remember
at
Scream 1, Scream 2, Scream 6,
you. Okay.
Scream 5, Scream 3, then Scream 4 as the worst.
I forgot the intro of Scream 4. I guess
Sure,
the
I-
other
The
worst.
because
one with
remember it was
the-
8
had the-
intros?
had
It was
8 intros.
Oh, okay.
It was terrible.
That's why I forgot about it.
Yeah, I'll agree
yeah.
with you, Jay. I'll
So
agree with you on
Sam
that.
is
Thanks,
in
Tiff.
therapy. And she being one of the people who I am not. When I went to therapy, I was like, look, I'm paying you $30 a week. Here, let me tell you everything about my life. She up there being quiet, acting like this don't cost her no damn money. And he like, all right, you gotta open up. You gotta open up. She's like, well, all right, you asked twice, and the movie gotta keep on moving. So let's go. And she started telling him,
She said,
Okay, and how did you stop him?
Well, I stabbed him 22 times and slit his throat. And then I shot him in the head.
then she said so nonchalantly, I think she should have explained he was a murderer coming after me and my sister. My sister was stabbed in a wheelchair, couldn't walk. She had asthma. It was a lot going on. So we like, and she should have also said, well, typically in these situations, sir, the killer does get killed, which according to Tiffany, it should stop. So she say all that, pour her heart out. He like, oh, bitch, I can't take this.
he said, get your shit, and
And
get out.
Get your shit! Get your shit! And get out!
He said, I gotta report you, like all kinds of shit. I thought that was just a very odd reaction. So she walk home. She sees cops. She don't think nothing of it because it's New York City.
No, she gets a little angsty. She does.
But the thing about this movie is it relies heavily on New York culture, and I feel like in New York nobody would have known. Like they would have been like,
that's true because you hear a siren 24/7.
Look, what that man said. Oh, for you, this was the day your life got destroyed. For me, this was Tuesday.
But for me, it was Tuesday.
Okay, let's go, M. Bison.
R.I.P. So yeah, she heads on to her home. She got 16 damn bolt locks, deadbolts on her door. Her roommate up in there fucking. It ain't Paul, might be Paul, don't know, don't care. She like, where the hell Terry at? Terry, you want to cook? Terry said, no, I ain't trying to cook because I'm gone. Quinn, the roommate, she's like, oh, she's at a party. So she's like, I told this bitch she can't go to no fucking party. She take a taser, she head on over there.
Off the bat, I would have left the party because I will never stay at a party and Too Short asked, what's my favorite word? And everybody don't say, bitch. Like, what was, nobody said anything.
That was great.
I did love the reference to Scream 2. Well, they made a lot of references to all the movies, but I love the Omega Beta Zeta reference. Like, that's a real sorority that they really trying to push.
Omega Beta Zeta.
I think they were definitely trying to make this a bit of an homage to Scream 2 in general.
Yeah. It just didn't.
It didn't stick the landing enough.
Yeah, because of Sam, it just didn't. Like, Scream 2 felt like college. This did not give me college. Like, they weren't even in class. Like, you know what I mean? And Halloween is not a holiday. Like,
it didn't
it's not a
feel
holiday
like
you're going to be off school.
Right. It didn't feel like college, but I will say, having seen a few New York-based horror movies, this did feel like it was in New York. Maybe a slightly gentrified New York, but but it definitely didn't give me the cool, sexy college Scream 2 vibe at all.
So Tara drunk as hell at this party. And she there's this guy, he dressed as risky business, Tom Cruise, and he like, oh yeah, come upstairs, I want to do stuff to you while you clearly drunk. Mindy there, she got a new girlfriend. So Chad is there with his roommate Ethan, and Ethan is like, why did Ethan come? I don't know. He trying to get Ethan the Strange looking at Ethan like, I don't want him, which is unrealistic because Ethan is an attractive white guy. It'd be unrealistic when they be trying to make them nerds. Like, or nerds don't be looking like that in real life. They be looking like puss. So Tara is getting dragged upstairs. Annika, Mindy's girlfriend. Ooh, I remember the name, Tiffany. Annika's girlfriend sees it. They get Chad over there. Chad is shirtless because Mason Gooding has to remind us that he is not a little fat kid anymore. Him and Chad get into a fight. It's one of those fights I hate. One of those TV fights where the guys just push each other. Does that happen in real life? I've never seen that. Like where they're just like, dude, back off. Like, ain't nobody gonna swing? You was swinging. Chad was swinging. No, he swung on Ghostface 20 times in this movie. So I just assumed. I wonder if he still like plays sports after all his damn stab wounds. But yeah. So Tara come up because she got the real balls and she like, hey, stay away from my sister. I'm about to tab you in the nuts. Bam. I mean, tase you in the nuts. Bam.
You mean Sam?
Sam.
Damn. Sarah. And they leave the party. And then they're walking, and this Karen splashes Diet Cherry Coke on her because there's a conspiracy theory on the internets that Sam is the real killer of the last Scream franchise, and she framed Richie and
Amber.
And so people believe it, and so they throw drink on a killer. You think this girl is a killer, and you decide to throw cherry coke on her?
Well, I see that can happen. I get it. Some people take stories and run with it.
Mhm.
Chad and Mindy were both stabbed as well.
Mhm.
So was
Right.
Tara.
Mhm.
Where's your disdain for them? If they came out and said, this person saved my life, this person helped me,
Mhm.
why are we not believing this? Like,
Points are being made. You
why
making
are
too
they
much
friends
damn
with
sense.
why are they friends with Sarah?
Yeah.
They
Well, maybe
wouldn't
they
be
think
if that's what happened.
I found it very weird because they don't even acknowledge them, honestly. It's like I would believe that Sam just came there and just met these people.
Let's go on.
Wait.
God, I fucking hate you.
Danny. Let's talk about Danny.
Oh, let's talk about Danny. Oh, let's talk about him. Let's live with him. Let's be with him.
Do it.
Oh God, let's talk about Danny. Danny,
He fine.
Well,
I always thought he was the guy from did you ever watch Claws?
No.
Oh
yes, no, I did. Yes. I know what you're talking about.
Roller? I always thought he was Roller. I thought he was the same guy.
Okay,
They look alike though.
A dash of irony here. Remember when I texted you, or I don't know if I texted you or if I was talking to you when we were testing, and I was like, I'm watching AJ and the Queen, and he's in that.
He's in it.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, we like Josh.
I know him
that was
from.
his name? I didn't even know his name.
He was in Abbott Elementary
too.
He was in Abbott. First time I saw him was in one of the later seasons of Arrow. He was Vigilante / Prometheus, and I was like, okay, this guy's got some darkness to him or whatever. I can't get past his voice though. He's got like a little hard lisp. Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but I mean, like, does he have an accent or is he?
I thought he was British, but he's from the U.S.
Yeah, no, because I saw him first.
Stop clearing your throat. Yeah, he's from the U.S.
I saw him first.
Get past it.
I saw him first in the other two. I don't know if y'all seen that on Max. The other two. And
no, I haven't seen that. The other
he
two?
has like he does this like he's a dumb character, so he like talks like really slow, and I'm just like
he talks like that on Abbott too. Like he does
I can't tell what he be. I don't know. He has range, but
he's cool though. I think he's a cool character. Yeah.
Danny's fine, and we're gonna move on to the next part of this episode.
Wait, hold up. Wait, one more portion, because we have to acknowledge this is Scream history. I think he's the first shirtless man ever seen in Scream franchise. Correct me.
Baby, you ready? You ready for me to just kill all that?
Okay, go ahead.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Derek did not have a shirt on when he was shot in the heart by Mickey. Let's go.
Okay. All right. Okay. I was just like, because Scream.
Can you bring your
like
finger puppets into the screen? They got blurred out. Bring it in. Bring it in.
Scream is notorious for not having any nudity.
The news comes on, and 2 students were found dead at Blackmore University. One is Jason, the other is Greg. And Mindy looks over and she's like, "Hey, Tara." I couldn't think of her name. "Hey, Tara, that's that douche in our film studies class." And Tara's like, I mean, I don't really know him. He's just there, I guess. I'm not sure. Sam is like, "Tara, pack a bag. Let's hit it." And why didn't they hit it?
Because Tara is on this whole thing. And I said
she's
this
like, "You're gonna
time.
ruin my college career." I'm like, "Baby, there's colleges everywhere."
Yeah, but she's like, her thing is, Sam's thing is Tara's not dealing with what happened last year.
Mm-hmm.
And she isn't.
And Tara is like, I don't want this thing to happen for 3 days to affect the rest of my life. Sweetie, it's not just a thing that happened for you. Watch people like die. You almost died. Like, I understand not letting it define your life, but it's a year later. You need to be vigilant. If those fans would come back and do this to you, imagine what other people could get radicalized by this.
Did they ever find the message board that Amber and Richie had on Reddit, on the subreddit or the Reddit? I don't know what the difference is.
But
so Tara suggests that Quinn call her daddy, Detective Bailey, and because he is a cop in New York, he's like, "Hey, let's see what happens before you derail my entire college career." And Sam should have slapped her in the face, like, "God, knock some sense into her." Anyway,
girl.
They get Detective Bailey on the phone. He's like, "Oh, I need to speak with Sam." He tells her, "Hey, Sam, we found your ID, baby. Your California driver's license over at Jason's house. You need to come on down to the station." Sam and Tara are walking to the police station. It is New York. Yes, I can understand. Maybe they're walking to the subway. I don't know how they were going to get there. They're walking, and Sam's phone rings, and Richie's photo contact pops up with his phone number.
What the fuck? I never deleted his contact.
And her excuse is, I never deleted it. You're the dumbest.
I have
bitch
blocked
on
and
the planet.
deleted for less.
Like, Tiffany,
Yeah.
because you didn't text me
Pierre.
in a day. Because you didn't text me in a day. Because you, I don't know, so many reasons.
Tara's like, girl, don't answer that phone. Throw that phone in the bush. And Sam is like, no, I gotta pick it up. Hello. And then it's it's Ghostface, and I'm gonna get your bitch. Blah, 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 blah. And he jumps out of some foliage. Like, where did you come from? Like he was Homer Simpson or something.
Oh, almost. Boy, that was close.
Hey, what's up for today, Nettie?
Like out of nowhere, jumps out and starts chasing them. They head over to the bodega.
Fire scene. This is a great goddamn scene. Oh my gosh. This was so good. It was so brutal. Definitely,
It was very New York. They walk in screaming. We
wait,
need
the
help.
bodega. What was New York other than the
fact that
store?
they didn't care when they walked in? They screamed. They went, oh my God, somebody trying to get. They looking at them like, girl, get in line. Like that was very New York.
That's right.
That was very New York.
I feel like that's just the world nowadays.
Killer bust up in there. We got a problem, pal. Like that New York shit. You stab him in the neck, done. And then another guy tried to rush him, stab him, done. So the owner is the only person who has some. I think everybody else ran out, but the owner grabbed that shotgun. Bam! Terrible.
But why did he alert him?
Mm-hmm. Hey,
look over here before I shoot you.
Roar, roar, roar. So they're in the bodega, running around behind some chips. The owner tells them to go out back. They can't get out back because it's locked. We need your keys. So he distracted. I don't like situations where all you have is a hunter's knife and I have a gun, but somehow you still 6 movies later just managed to just overpower me. I do not like this.
Did the knife
considering the people who were doing the overpowering?
Did the knife seem bigger in this movie than all the other ones? It seemed like it was
It
huge.
definitely
It
seemed
had
like a
curve
fucking
to
hunter
it.
knife. Yeah.
Right. It had a little swirl.
I like a little
It was
curve.
an upgraded version.
Store owner dead as the doornail. Sam and Tara over there eating ho-hos and shit, hiding from him. Because at this point, he got a gun. Now I'm really scared. Maybe I can run from a knife, but I can't run from no bullet. Especially not no shotgun bullet. They push a shelf on him, an aisle on him, and they run out. The police come. How did I guess the people who ran out let the police know he was there. Because I was like, how did the police know he was there?
He probably pushed a little, they might have a button under that's Banks. Never mind.
I mean, if they have that technology,
I would see a panic button at a bodega for sure.
Yeah, that's a dangerous job.
Yeah,
so I would hope they would have that for them. At the very least. He wasn't
like
behind no glass.
Yeah.
So,
we forgot to mention, let's scoot back just a little bit. When they found her ID at Jason's crime scene, there was also a Ghostface mask, and it had the DNA on the inside of it, worn by Richie and Amber. So we're like, this really does have something to do with us. All right.
And another mask was left at the bodega.
Yeah, they left behind another Ghostface killer mask.
Mm-hmm.
And this mask was worn by Jill. Yeah, it was worn by Jill and them. And we, the NYPD is like, look, these people dead. We got to get the FBI in here. Actually, no, they didn't call. FBI just showed up on their own. So we see who the FBI agent is. Kirby Reed, who survived the 2011 killings. Yeah. And we also meet Gail in just a few minutes. But Kirby has been tailing our Carpenter sisters. I think that's the easier way to say it instead of trying to say their first names, because I'd be tearing them up. So she's been, kind of tracking the Carpenter sisters, seeing what they're up to, basically waiting to see who coming out the woodwork that I got to kill. Because now I got a gun and I'm ready. I got a badge, I got a gun. I flip it like this, flip it back.
Flip it open, flip it closed. Do it fast. Flip it open, flip it closed. Do it fast. You'll get it, look.
I'm ready. She's ready to do what she got to do. That was on Rush Hour. Yeah, so Sam and Tara both do know her. Apparently Sam was a freshman while Kirby was a senior. So I'm going to assume at this time Sam did not know that Billy was her daddy. I'm thinking she found that out when she was just a tad bit older. So maybe when she was a senior. So she probably didn't give a shit about what was going on about the Woodsboro murders till it started happening to her. You know people like that.
I hate you.
So they talk and she's like, okay, we're gonna get to the bottom of it. We're gonna fix it. We gotta do what we gotta do. They go outside. Gail Weathers is there. She's like, hello, Gail Hailstorm here.
Hello. Gail Hailstorm standing out front of the police station where I'm going to try and get a glimpse of Cindy Campbell.
And why? And Gail did not do what she was gonna do. Did not do what she said she was going to do. She did not write a book about Dewey. She probably got a little bit of money from him, from his death, whatever the
pension,
life insurance and that pension was, because she was the last one married to. I'm pretty sure she got that little bit of money, and she stayed ass in New York and wrote another book about the Woodsboro murders. This time talking about Sam, calling her unstable, and she crazy. Like she's a killer, and don't push her. Is basically what she said in the book. So we get a bam, bitch went down.
I'll send you a copy. Bam, bitch went down. I'll send you a copy. Bam, Sid, super bitch.
This time it was a fake out. Sam tried to punch her, she missed, and then Tara punched her and she did it. And I was like, how many times are we gonna punch Gail in the face? How many times are we gonna punch Gail in the face?
I thought the fake out was kind of cool though. I thought
in front of the police station though.
Yeah, like why we always gotta punch somebody in the face? Why we can't kick them in their stomach? Like
wait.
They would never expect that. Come on, let's be real.
Pull her hair. I don't know. Sydney used to
like I done told you. I don't know how many times I got to tell you. The back of the knee. You go take them down every time. Somebody kick you in the back of the knee. You're
going down.
I hate you so much. You're going down. So yeah, they're not fucking with Gail, but then they start fucking with Gail. She like, hey, I'm here to help, but then
because Gail does help them out, and they're like, look, if Gail is here and the killer come on, we could push Gail in front of the killer and we can get out of here. Come on, you got to think smarter, not harder. Why? This is how you got to be thinking.
So
more dead meat.
Well, when they're at the police station, of course, they ask them their alibis. Sam was at her therapist. Tara was at a party. So, of course, it's time for the therapist to die.
That's what I knew. Because who the fuck did she tell she was at the therapist besides Tara and the cop? Boom.
Okay.
That was it.
See, when the movie is going, I don't be thinking.
I don't be on it.
But that makes sense, right?
Perfect sense.
It makes perfect sense. Kidding me?
You have to just realize who they're talking to and what they're saying to these people. If he wasn't the killer, he had something to do with it. Let's put it that way. Because he could have easily just told somebody.
You're so fucking locked in. I love it.
All right.
Yes. So the therapist gets stabbed in his nose.
He clipping his toenails, and he get a knock at the door. The killer busts through the glass. Why you stab me in the nose? And then they seal Sam's file. So now Sam is the prime suspect because, but like Kirby says, so she killed her alibi and took her file.
The whole like therapist thing here, it really was no real payoff. Like it just.
Why did they kill him?
We didn't need this
because, I think it was to frame Sam. Yeah, to frame Sam.
Still.
The whole campus already thinks she's a fucking homicidal maniac anyway. What's that gonna do? Like, I don't.
Right, you already did it on the Reddit subreddit. I'm gonna say both of them because I don't know what the difference is.
It's okay. A subreddit.
So we have our as Tiffany likes to say, we have our fountain moment where they're on campus, not in class, and Minnie goes over all the rules of a sequel to the requel. And she even says bigger cast. Bigger cast. I suspect all of you. It's so
played out.
Like, well, it's just because it takes I will say it takes the fun out of it as a viewer. Cause it's like, you're saying all the stuff that we would be saying to ourselves or to our friends in the movie theater. Like, it
was fun. It was fun in part 5.
Yes. But now
it was fun.
Like,
I think it's lamer now, going back to all this abundance of characters. These side characters just suck. I don't give a shit how they feel about this, what they think about this. There's just no redeeming qualities with the additional side character or the side kids that go around. I don't know what it is, man.
Because I cared about the new characters in Scream 2. Like, I cared about Hallie, the roommate. I cared about Derek,
because
the boyfriend.
they fleshed out the characters.
Yeah,
you knew that Chad was a jock and that was his whole personality, but he also loved his girlfriend. You knew that Mindy was into film. We just know that Annika's a lesbian, and we know that Quinn is sex positive. That's all we know about, and we know that Ethan had econ. That's all we know about these people. Like we don't know anything else. Like let's keep it real. They weren't fleshed out. That's all it is.
Boring fucking characters. Yeah.
I feel like I cared about. I care about Omega Beta Zeta girl more than them.
Yeah,
she had her drunk ass boyfriend's head. Like so.
Let's keep it a buck.
Touche.
So they have
that night
dinner.
They're at the apartment. Yeah. What was that? What was served?
Regret and shame.
Because I'm like, you talking about dinner? You mean they came over and there was some hey, we got popcorn in the cabinet if y'all want some. But they had.
I think they was waiting on the DoorDash. Come on now, they was waiting on the DoorDash.
They had their come to Jesus moment. You know, Sam feeling all sorry for herself, and they like, oh no, we're the core four. Hee ha ha. Quinn in bed. She had just got done getting plowed by a large, and he in there taking a shower. So she on the phone with her dad. Now, this is when we get Danny over there shirtless. He got to put his shirt on, and he trying to warn everybody through the fucking window like he don't got nobody's number.
You ain't got a brick. There is a
if he would have
brick
thrown
at the end of this
brick
movie.
at that window.
Look, don't break a window if it's gonna save my life.
We have technology. Siri, text Sam. I don't know. I just feel like
throw a pot. He could have thrown anything, just anything.
Lamp, and we're gonna get to anything in just a minute.
He called Sam. Sam sent in the voicemail. I didn't understand when they all got text messages though. Was that the killer or was that Danny? Because how did he get all their numbers?
It was the killer.
Oh, okay.
So Sam is the prime suspect. They see on the local news, New York News at 9. The prime suspect of the killer of the therapist is Samantha Carpenter. The police would have already been at her house if she was the prime suspect. She would have been in custody if she was the prime suspect. So it's like somebody's feeding. How would they be feeding this information to the newscasters before they even have her in custody? Because if anything, it would have said Samantha is the prime suspect and this person is at large. They did not say that. So my cop theory, I'm like, yeah.
Because I feel like a cop wouldn't have done that, because then if I see it, I have time to get the hell out of Dodge. Like, you know, like a criminal, you wouldn't let a criminal know.
Correct. They would have gotten her first. They would have said, you need to wait until we give you the go ahead and you can go ahead and report this. So anywho, yeah. So Quinn boyfriend get killed in the shower. Quinn gets stabbed up a little bit while Danny watching, and he laughing and eating the popcorn that he was supposed to bring by their house for the party. Because he damn sure wasn't doing anything to stop it.
Yeah, they throw the killer throws Quinn's dead body on Annika. Looks like her throat got slit. And the killer comes and stabs Annika and slices Mindy and in the shoulder and stabs. I feel like that's when she got stabbed the first time. And slice
they all got it again where they got it before.
Now I fucking hate Mindy's reactions whenever she gets stabbed or cut. I feel like she's overly. I don't know. She has
just like she's taking a poo. Sam goes to try to get the knives out the kitchen. This is anything we can use. There's pans in there, a lamp, a chair, anything to knock over somebody's head. They had items in there. She wasn't living in a minimalist apartment with only a couch. Like, let's keep it real. Just because you don't have a knife doesn't mean you don't have a fork, bitch. You can.
I'm sorry. If it's 4 of y'all up in there, somebody just gonna have to take one for the team, and we just pounce on this motherfucker. It's okay.
They never jumped the killer.
They
just jump the killer.
Yes. All you have to do is get the knife away from him. What is he gonna do then?
I'm so tired of that situation happening. Like, yes, the killer is there, but you're right. Let's look. Wonder Teens activate. Like, let's go. They should have so much anger and frustration built up at this point where they
miss your own hand?
They
I don't know what I'm doing.
They crash out on this killer and they literally beat him to death. They really should have. It's the core four. The 4 of them really, especially Sam.
Well, to be fair,
to be fair. Let's.
I didn't. I should.
It was a bad scene all around. It was a bad scene.
So let's talk about this. So the killer stabs Annika in the stomach and he twisted, and I'm like, oh, she's dead as a doornail. Like, once you twist it, girl, them organs are all chewed up and screwed. I couldn't understand. I mean, I know you're supposed to put pressure on it, but they don't. It's like they don't really try. Like.
Yeah, you're.
Do you notice in these movies how certain characters get stabbed, and if you notice certain characters get stabbed in these movies, and they're able to just keep on going on like they haven't been stabbed, but then certain characters are just incapacitated. I don't like that because it should feel the same for everybody.
Like Mindy. Oh.
Okay, so they run into Quinn's room after Sam knocks the killer over the head with the knife rack, and Danny still ain't tried to come over.
What the fuck is a knife rack?
That's what the you just said. The knives were okay.
It's called a block. It's a block.
Okay, I don't have one.
It's not a goddamn rack of lamb. It's.
Ted and Tara do what they supposed to do. They run out the damn door, but everybody else run into Quinn's room, and then Tara talking about, oh, we got to go back for them. No, we don't. So
no. Look, it's all. I'm tired. I'm fucking tired.
Okay, Ryu.
They don't even have their best hitters. They have 2 injured people in Sam. So they go into
Sam is one of their best hitters though.
But Sam act like she can't do shit unless she got a knife in her hand.
Right.
And Billy is like whispering in her ear. She need that like devil on her shoulder that activate. But no.
So CGI Billy is not there yet. But Danny is still across the street yelling. He ain't tried to come over yet. So Sam sees him. He gets a ladder. He's like, oh, I got you. Come across the ladder. That's when Mindy, she's like, Mindy, close the other door. The killer come. They put a dresser in front of the door. And Annika's sitting there bleeding out. And Mindy like, oh, my shoulder. So Sam is the first one over. I don't understand why she was the first one over. I feel like the injured ones should have went first. That's just me. Mindy goes over. Mindy makes it.
I don't want to go on the ladder last. Just like I don't want to walk through the fucking haunted mansion or the haunted forest last in the group. I know the killer's right behind me. Like it just.
So yeah,
she did. We didn't care for her anyway.
Yeah, they take the detective off the case, which they should have. Tiffany. He's like, and this is when I suspected him because he was like, "You hurt my family.
My family.
You die." And he looked at Sam, and I was just like, and then of course Chad suspects Ethan. I was an econ. So now they're, so Gail comes over to them, and she's like, "Hey y'all, stop being mad at me. I found out where the killer."
Let's go back to econ, and then let's go back to you talking about if Halloween is on a Sunday, we're gonna celebrate it this day. Halloween wasn't on no Sunday if he was over in class. What day was Halloween though? I thought so. Gail pops up and she's like, hey y'all, I got some clues because y'all stupid and I found everything out. It's called investigative reporting. Follow me. We get over to the shrine to all the ghost faces. And it has all of the evidence from all of the kills, all the previous massacres, and everything is set up like film props.
The killer must have found this place before he murdered Jason and Greg, and then he took the masks off the mannequins. All 9, from Stu and Billy to Amber and Richie.
I do like that they paid Roman Bridger they gave him some kudos in this movie. Like he's the only Ghostface who's been solo. I really love Roman, and I hate that people don't like him.
This is all because of you.
I'm a director, Sid. I direct.
Yeah,
everybody has their moment.
All of this was
CGI Billy.
All of this was Scream trivia. I'm telling you, they literally put what we be talking about and then put it in the movie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. CGI Billy shows up looking worse than ever.
Come on, Sam, you gotta be excited to get our murder on again together.
So they meet at the theater. They have all this information. They chat about all of the killings. Kirby relates to Mindy, and Sam is like, Tara, I don't want to do this no more. And Sam was like, I told you this, an hour and 15 minutes ago when the movie started, but you weren't listening to me. We could have been in Poland or something. We get over to Gail house. Gail at home with her with her man, her DYM, delicious young man. It's an inside joke with me, my friend. Sorry. And the killer calls Gail's apartment.
Hello.
Hello, Gail. Strange that you and I have never spoken on the phone. This is long overdue.
I agree.
Ring, 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 ring. And the killer starts to basically torment Gail about Dewey's death.
As this is going on, they're setting up a stupid trap. Because I don't understand the idea of, we're going to walk around in public and the killer's just going to call. Like, how did you can't really schedule these things. So I didn't understand this plan. Like, we're going to catch the killer in public. Like, what?
And that's how they should have known
somebody
in this group is the killer. They should have done like some type of fake out. They don't give fake outs. They literally tell you what they're going to do at every time. And that's how they always get caught up in every movie, because they trust somebody. Like she tells Danny in the end, you're not Woodsboro. Neither is Ethan. Like, why was he being trusted?
Well, so they track the killer's call to Sam, because he does call, because of course, who set it up? And Kirby traces the phone call in 15 seconds, and they find out that he's in Gail's apartment, which is where Tiffany is talking about her getting tortured. I wasn't buying it. You ain't sad, ho.
I think she was pulling I don't know what the lady's name was, but in the most recent Halloween, the first one of the new 3, where she was like, I can't do it. I can't shoot him. And then Michael comes to the corner. She's like, gotcha.
I'm sorry, I can't do it. Gotcha.
I felt like that's what she was doing.
Damn,
She's like, yeah, I'm gonna
ah.
act like I am like just losing it, because she does. She pops up with a gun, right?
Sorry, but the delicious young man don't make it. The killer get him so damn quick. He go to like, and she said go call the cops. Why was he coming back with the phone in his hand? You should have called the cop. Like, you supposed to do.
I think I just knew he would. It was almost like he was kind of blurred out, just even from his introduction. I was like, there's no way this guy's gonna make it past whatever this little scene is.
Yeah, talking about
Random
his
as hell.
muscles didn't help him. He's at the door now. Then we get Gail's chasing her apartment. This part pissed me off because, as Tiffany said, everything in your kitchen is a weapon. She had a cast iron skillet that she hit that killer with. She hit him with it once and ran and kept running.
Yeah,
that's when I was like,
you're supposed to bludgeon them to death.
Like, it's a cat, but it was a big cast iron skillet. He wouldn't have just got up from that. I don't care.
And I also find it hard to believe that Gail will be in there cooking anything with that cast iron skillet. Was she making hot water cornbread? Get out.
The black man.
The guy was cooking.
The guy was.
Well, but no, he wasn't cooking that night. It was drying. They cooked the night before because remember he was like, "That's our DoorDash" when the killer called.
He seasoned a little bit. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so Gail could run to her room. She was pissing me off not being able to know the code to her fucking safe. But she gets her gun and she start blink, blink, blink. That was a nice gun.
Gail, you live by yourself. Why is the gun in the safe?
That was a nice
Ain't no kids there.
Damn, that was a nice gun.
Bedside table. Nightside table.
So she just starts shooting through the door, pissing me off. And the killer taunting her and she falling for it. Gail finally gets stabbed. I didn't realize that she never has gotten stabbed before. She only gets shot.
I didn't realize until like the first time I saw this movie that she had never spoke to the killer before either on the phone.
Yeah,
that was the thing too.
Well, he tried to call her and scream too, but Randy answered the phone.
Pow! The Carpenter sisters are here just in the nick of time while Gail looked like she's about to die because she does end up getting stabbed, like you said.
But with glass.
The EMTs come in. They're like, "Oh, she's got a weak pulse," and they're like, "Phew, okay, she's still alive." Oh, how are we going to trap this killer? How are we going to do it, Pierre?
Well, we're going to go back to the shrine that belonged to the other killers, and we're going to just lock him in. We're going to lock him in, and he'll never get out. They tell everyone about the plan. They literally
they put that shit. Tara set up a fucking flyer and said, "Come to the Ghostface Shrine party here, bitch." Like,
pet peeve. Here's my pet peeve with this part. Because they all go over and they group to the subway. My thing is, the cop isn't with y'all. He just had his car. Why don't he just come pick y'all up? I understand it's New York and people use the subway. I get that part. I get the New York culture.
He told them to stay in a busy spot. So if you're by yourself, they can't get you. But I'm like, if I'm by myself in an Uber XL, can't get you.
So that's what I just didn't I didn't understand why they took the subway, because I'm like, y'all were just in. I understand if none of them have cars, but somebody got one. At the very least, use Gail car. She ain't gonna use it no time soon. So I didn't like the subway.
No,
thing.
they probably don't. No, that cars really aren't a thing in New York. Especially
I know they're
Manhattan.
not, but they were just in one. But anyway, so
we would have gotten 2 taxis and got there together.
But no, they decided to bring the whole gang. Every member of the cast is about to go to the subway until
why would
too many people?
Why would Ethan even want to be associated with them?
Especially when Mindy is like, "Oh no, you're the fucking Ghostface killer. Oh no, I don't trust you. I don't know." Like,
get your Ghostface ass away from me, Ghostface.
I understand he's supposed to be shy.
And that's when I knew he was one of the killers. So I'm like, what? I'd be like, look, a lot of I would be Joel in this moment. A lot of stuff is happening to you people. I'm out of here. Because I'm literally the last new person here besides Danny. I'm gone.
So they get down to the subway and it's Halloween.
Again.
And now this is where I know cultures are different. Because if I'm with a group of friends and we about to get on the subway, all right, lock arms. Just like when we're in New Orleans. All right, y'all, we about to go through a crowd. Everybody hold everybody's hand.
Me and Jay might have. I think this is probably the only thing we'll agree on this podcast. It's tough getting on those metros after 5 o'clock.
Yeah, it's not happening.
Work.
No, not doing it.
I'm telling you,
y'all can't hold hands.
People be pushing.
It's really just volatile.
And I know it's gonna get
4 o'clock even. Yeah. That thing was packed like a sports game let out. No, it's just fucking Halloween. not
Yeah.
realistic at all.
I've been to New York during Halloween.
It was a party going on. And they're in the college
Baby,
park.
it was actually 2023.
Oh. Damn.
So they get split up, and they don't really get split up. I mean, most of the people get on the train except for Mindy and Richie. Is that his name? No, Ethan.
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 And at that point, I'd have been like, all right, I'm calling an Uber because I'm not getting on this train.
And
With
you know, so she texts Chad. She's like, I'm 5 minutes behind. We missed the train. Had to get on the other one. And then they tried to make it. They tried to red herring Danny a lot in this last bit because he's like, the cute boy pulled me on the train, so it got split up from Mindy. And it's just like,
come on.
I just feel like I would have been
hold his sister's hand. She gets stabbed on the train, and
Yep.
we see that it was not Ethan. do this. Oh.
Okay,
hemorrhoids.
why didn't she bite his fingers? Like, I don't know. It just like
Nobody's stabbing you in that crowded ass train, just like easy peasy. It's just not happening. No,
it's not. But she realizes it wasn't Ethan. Ethan helps her out onto the platform. They call the 911, and then we go back with our main characters, the rest of the main characters. And Sam is like, Danny, you can't come. You're not Woodsboro.
I did like Danny's energy. Like, don't trust nobody, even if it's me. Like, I did like that energy.
I appreciate that too. So
She
Danny
should've
didn't come in. He's like,
even if he was good, she should have at least tongued him down. Just, I might die. Like, come on,
one
like,
last time,
go grab it a little bit. So
can I have one? What's the song? Before I let you go, can I have a kiss goodnight?
Wait, no, you gotta sing it now because now I can't because I'm thinking of.
Let you go before I let you go. Can I get a kiss goodnight, baby?
Oh, that's not what I was thinking of.
What were you thinking of?
Come on, man.
But I thought there was one thing where it was like, let's one last time. Like, let me. It's some ghetto. Like, it's not ghetto, but it's like a rap song.
A rap song.
What? Maybe not. Maybe R&B. It's by a black artist, and he like let me do it. Sing it.
Just in case.
There we go. I don't make it home tonight. Let me make love to you for the last. Like, yeah, they could have got. I would have got it in real quick.
Well, I mean, she can't. What she wants to do? Take him in the bush?
Do you know me? Do you know? This is New York, baby. But yeah, they just leave him on the side of the road, and they head to the trap. Now my thing is they ain't bring no snacks. They fighting over some damn
any weapons.
Yeah, Kirby
where was
about
that taser that Sam had early in the movie?
Well, the trap house is full of weapons, isn't it?
That's technically, you break some glass.
Kirby talking about, oh, I'm the only one with a gun. No, Kirby, you the first one to die. You law enforcement.
And why the fuck is I'm sorry, just
can we get a bat? Can we
law
get a bat?
enforcement mistakes just piss me off. Kirby's walking around with this Leon S. Kennedy Resident Evil fucking Magnum. She looks
ridiculous.
Like, no, she looks ridiculous.
You don't like her in her leather jacket, her studded leather jacket.
She's a pretend FBI agent, but it's just
studded leather jacket.
Yes. She's doing too much, man.
She's like, all right, I checked. She's like, I cleared it before we left, and I'm the only one with the keys, but let me go clear it again. They split up. We get more Terry and Chad flirting. They about to eat some goobers that's about to kill them both. And the killer gonna show up like, wait, what happened?
Right. How long ago? The movie that was shown was Rocky Horror Picture Show. Was that when Rocky Horror Picture Show came out, or was it like a little special screening a couple years ago? Because them goobers are way past expiration date.
Special screening.
So I forget what happens that alerts. Sam gets a call from the detective, and he's like, hey, by the way, Kirby don't work for the FBI. I just called them, and they said, oh no, we don't know her. She got fired. And so that's when Sam starts freaking out. She's like, oh shit, Kirby's the killer. And Kirby's nowhere to be found.
Sam, you have seen the killer in all of its glory. Kirby is 4'11". Stop it.
And she go running. Now, what I don't like is I don't like how it's all one big, like it's not a big theater, but they kept like she was screaming like Kirby, Tara, and they were like they couldn't hear her until she walked through the door. But she shows up, she's like, oh, the killer's here. We gotta get the fuck up out of here. And then here comes the killer. Like Chad starts whipping. It was a lot of they went in a circle.
If Tara would have helped him fight that killer, they could have killed that killer.
Yeah, absolutely. But Tara got stabbed in the stomach immediately. And then Chad was like,
a stab must be like a prick on a needle, not the pain, but I guess when your adrenaline is going, you could just do anything, huh?
Because that's why I brought that up, because she got stabbed in the stomach, but she wasn't like Annika was.
Look,
Annika
I rolled
was
my
like,
ankle
I'm
the
down
other
for the
day and
count.
was out for a couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
Rolled my ankle and had to lay down.
Yeah,
no
you know,
that'll do it.
In our when men get the sniffles, we gotta lay down. So it's just like I wasn't
Don't
understanding.
get me started.
Like how Annika was incapacitated, but she's still running and kicking and screaming like she was beating the shit out of the killer too.
I don't know. I don't want to be in a situation where somebody's chasing me trying to kill me, but I would hope that I could keep going.
Let's take a lesson from Chad. Why don't nobody ever try to dodge the knife? Because I mean, the killer tried to stab him
the knife
17 times.
They want the knife. The knife is for dinner. Period. I think he does get stabbed 17 times. Anyway, Tara and Sam were like, well, we can't save Chad anymore because he getting beat down and there's 2 killers. Oh shit. And they do the double knife swipe, which I'm sick of. They run out and they get up with Kirby, and Kirby's like, the killer's here. And the detective comes in. He's like, no, you're the killer. No, you're the killer. Spider-Man meme. And then Kirby's like, behind you. And the detective's like, pow, and shoots Kirby down. And Tara and Sam are like, wait, what just happened?
Why the killer stop?
And the killer stands there. And then, here come the other killer. So we got 2 killers and a detective. And the detective is like, yeah, it's me. You guys are so stupid. You should have known all along. And then, pow, mask comes off. Ethan, yeah, it's me. I didn't really have econ. I just looked like every other white guy in that classroom. So they assumed I was there.
Hello.
Bam. Then they're like, well, who's the other killer? It's got to be Mindy. Like, how?
I didn't understand Mindy. Like, so she just killed her brother?
How dare you?
So they need to get, no, for real. You playing, but they need to get cussed out for that.
Danny. No, she should have said Danny. She should have said Danny, but no, boop, 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 it's Quinn.
If it's you two, that just leaves Mindy. Hey, roomies.
Surprise, surprise! What's going on? What? You killed my family. What are you talking about? I didn't kill anyone.
I'm pissed the fuck off right now.
Look, bitch.
There was mad people at that crime scene where Quinn was allegedly dead.
He said
He said cornflakes and corn syrup. Boom.
He said he brought in a fake body and fake blood and swapped it out. Okay.
It would have been better if Quinn died because somebody pushed her off of a bridge into a river that was flowing like crazy.
Okay, like a stab and you fall off the bridge into the
water. Well, no, just her face being obscured.
That's perfect.
Her face being obscured. I'm sure there's a redhead dead somewhere in the morgue, but I'm saying her face being obscured was what I needed.
But it wasn't, but it wasn't obscured when he pushed her out the bedroom onto the other kids. You could still see that was Quinn holding her neck.
Yeah.
You could still see that was her.
Yeah.
I wanted them to push her down the river or something like that. And you're like, but because I mean, if the river's flowing, the dam, whatever the fuck, the beavers didn't put in work, so they didn't create the.
Not to call them beavers lazy. Let's not get political.
The beavers said
those DEI beavers. Goddamn,
right.
Man, they just
the beavers were hibernating, baby. They didn't have time. But like something like that, where they're like, we cannot, like the stream flowed into the ocean. We are still searching for her body. Yes,
better fake
that works for me, but not where there's a team of detectives there and everybody is in on it but me.
Evidence response team, forensics, you name it. Get the fuck out of here. Come on, man.
That was the most unbelievable part. But guess what? Those are his kids. And they are brothers of Richie. Whoa.
And he's like, oh, it wasn't until I saw the pictures of what you did to him that I knew you had to die. And they're all insane and crazy.
But
I'm just
again,
like,
bitch, what are you talking about?
I don't understand. Like, I didn't understand this motive. Like, because this would apply to anyone who's been a killer. This would apply. I mean, like to who was the guy, Charlie's parents, who was with so everybody parent who's killed, like Charlie, with a old girl.
And why wouldn't he just leverage Jason and Greg or whatever if they're clearly fans of Richie? Why use your other two?
He could have been a new Mrs. Loomis. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or he could have been like a new Roman.
Well, he wanted to make it a family affair.
Roman served that role too, where he just leveraged other kids.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But he wanted to make it a family affair. But I'm just like, it's
work.
not like she just killed your son. Your son was actively trying to murder her because he was insane. Because he was mad on he got radicalized by some fucking red pill podcast shit.
And then what about the collateral damage? Mindy ain't have nothing to do with any of the murders. Just because she was related to somebody who died before she was born? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah. This motive was very weak to me. like they tried to make it seem like the last one was stupid. This one was stupider because, and then
but
the fact that all of your kids are insane, like y'all all crazy, like that just
baby, y'all need help. We start I'm gonna kill you, bitch, and we start they start playing dozens with each other, and I'm like, come on now, get to it. Quinn pushes Tara and Sam, and that they're kind of able to break away from their little trap that they have, and then they I guess they start to fighting.
Yeah, she did the same thing that they did to Dale, basically. Like, oh, I killed your brother. He was a pussy. He was a limp.
Yeah.
Dick. But Kirby gets, that's what happened. Kirby gets up and she shoots at Ethan, or did she shoot him? I couldn't tell.
Oh, okay. So Kirby does it.
Oh, no, she shoots the dad. I'm sorry. She shoots the dad, but he has a bulletproof vest on. And then, not Richie, Ethan tackles her and he stabs her in her same stab wound. It cannot be healthy.
But like, do you want to kill her or do you want to just fuck with her? Because her heart was right there.
So this is when Sam takes the knife, and she takes the knife out of Kirby, and she goes to, I hate the way Sam kills people.
She hits him over the head with a brick first. Then
That's
is like, I need this knife. You had a brick.
I forgot they cornered them and they picked up bricks. What crime scene was that from?
I don't know.
Like they just
now I want to know. Fuck.
Right. Where did the bricks come from?
It was in the garage when Tatum got killed. I don't know.
But okay, this is gonna get me flacked. I hate the way Sam stabs people like this. I hate that little. I guess they're trying to make it look.
Take your time, baby, and hit the heart.
Like it's just like she just be stabbing all around in every place, and it don't be like how the killer just stab
hit the fucking jugular. Those real soft, tender spots. Just go straight.
Or do the Walking Dead.
She didn't even kill Richie. She was like, she didn't even kill Richie. Was still moving. So I'm like, I mean, damn it, I keep saying Richie. She didn't even kill Ethan.
He was too. Richie was too.
Well, yeah, because I don't like that. Like that looks tired, and I guess they're trying to say she's not a professional, but I would never just hack somebody up like that. I know all the arteries, the thigh bones connected to the. I know exactly. I know where to hit you to where your artery is gonna just bleed out. So I don't understand all that. But yeah, so
but again, so after that happens, Tara does climb up the chutes and ladders. And somehow Sam is up there too. They both up there, and they're like, "Hey, girl, we made it." And somehow Tara slips
because that's when the cop gets back up and he shoots. He don't shoot her, but he shoots at them, and she slips, and so she's hanging, and she's like, "Let me go." Here come Quinn. She upstairs too. So it's like, all right, what I'm gonna do? What we gonna do? She's like, let me go. Ethan downstairs swiping. So yeah, Tara's like, Sam, let me go. She grabs, like Sam gives her the knife she had just stabbed Ethan with. It's her dad's knife. She got it out of the case. And she gives it to Tara. Tara falls down. This part was dumb because I feel like if you're gonna do that, you should have already been in fight mode. He stabbed his girl again in the stomach.
She should have went down with the knife.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, she went down like she was just going down and nothing was down there. He stabs her in the stomach and then she stabs him in the mouth and tells him to die a fucking virgin.
I'm dying a fucking virgin.
How long that? I'm trying to think.
It was a long knife.
The whole knife was in his mouth. Those knives were at least like 8 inches long.
And she twisted it.
He would have been dead.
She twisted it. Well,
he damn sure wouldn't have made no noise.
He's not dead because
it would have been like
he did his tongue like this. So she only stabbed his tongue. And also
he did what they should have did in Jawbreaker.
Ethan wasn't at Econ, he was at Ecum, the gay club. So that's why he could handle an 8-inch knife. Because how you just become, when you become a killer, do you just become superhuman? How do you survive this shit?
Leon, sorry I'm late. Had to take the stairs.
Because they always say the killer's superhuman. This was just a family whose brother went crazy. So that now they're all just crazy, and superhuman. So yeah, I want to, I would need people to understand when you stab someone and you twist it, it makes it harder to A, get the knife out, and B, live. Because now it's a bigger wound. So he would have drowned in his blood. That blood would have been going down his throat. But then again, he went to Ecom. So so now we have Tara's okay. I don't understand I guess the dad was making his way upstairs because I don't understand why he didn't shoot Tara when she killed his son, his other son. That didn't make sense. But Quinn is up there with Sam, and Sam just shoots her in the fucking head. Like, let's be real about it. And she shoots him right in front of her dad, who has made his way upstairs. Now, why he doesn't shoot her, I don't understand. This made no sense.
Why did they run at each? They ran at each other.
He ran at her like this. Ah!
It was so bad.
This is why if you're gonna have this is why you can't have guns in the final scene. The only people who should have guns are the heroes. Because it made no sense. If you would have shot my daughter in front of me and I have a gun and I'm mad that you killed my son, why wouldn't I have just shot you? Why am I running at you with my gun like this?
Because we still have 10 minutes of runtime.
So they fall off the banister.
Movie is a fucking mess.
They fall off the banister and they
both pass out. But because he's 65, it really knocks him out. But Sam is like 27, so she gets
that case tore him up.
Oh yeah, he did fall in that case.
And then Sam calls
the
him.
idea of just falling at my age.
Why does he? So does he have Richie's phone or is that his phone?
I'm so tired of them putting on this damn Ghostface outfit to try to kill somebody. I'm so tired of that.
Answer that question though.
And now your DNA is in the back of the mask. I'm so tired of that.
Whose phone did he have, Tiffany? Because Sam Carpenter was saved in his phone. So was that Richie's phone?
I got 2 phones. One for the plug and one for the load. I don't know.
Okay, I'm just like, he had Sam's number saved and I thought that was weird. So she just started that Ghostface shit. Who has time for this?
We don't. We don't.
So she comes up behind him and start. He got a bulletproof vest on, mind you. So how was that? Are knives thick enough to get through bulletproof vests?
No, but she got like the armpit. You got the collar.
He was bleeding all up in here.
The thigh. The one of the largest veins is in the thigh.
I just said
Hit him.
Oh
well, whatever.
But she do it.
Said it again. Yo, she is doing. She hits them. She stabs them like me when then. What's that game that you play at the carnival when the heads pop up?
Yeah, whack-a-mole.
Oh yeah,
whack-a-mole. She's whack-a-moling them.
I hate literally what she does. That looks so ugly cinematically. That looks ugly.
It didn't look good.
Like so she stab him, grab him. And I thought they were gonna let him live. Honestly, Tiffany, I thought you were gonna get your wish. When I first saw the movie, I was like, oh, they're about to let a Ghostface live.
They really should have to clear her freaking name. Like to really clear her name. To really, really clear her name. But he doesn't. And Ethan pops back up talking about, no, baby. It would have been, there would not have been audible noises coming out.
And then Kirby throws Stu's TV on him and.
But they did.
It's
Ethan did. He got shot in his head. Pow. He did. They go outside. Danny's like, who? Did you kill him? And she's like, yeah, Danny, I did. Let's go. I need a shower. And
he said,
Kirby's
I thought
still alive.
Mindy's
there. Mindy's there. It only, they got her in fast. She was stabbed. She stares at the Ghostface mask belonging to Billy, and she's like, should I keep this? And she's like, no. And then she just litters in,
Chad makes it. How somebody I need somebody with a medical degree.
It's in his contract. And then the movie ends.
Well, we get the nice, Carpenter sisters holding hands and
which I
walking
thought
off into the sunset. With everything, with all the bullshit that's come out after this, I can appreciate a good send-off.
Yeah, that was a beautiful send-off. Like for them, I'm content with that for them. That was beautiful.
Yeah, I rock with that.
Like let them live their lives.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't mention in the movie, and it doesn't really matter, but it kind of matters just because we talked about her in the last movie. But their mom cut them off. I thought that was fucking lame. That was a lame excuse. That was lame. That was stupid. That was dumb. That was dumb.
Yeah, it's just lazy, right?
She cut off Sam for telling her sister about Billy, and then her sister cut the mom off. I thought that was stupid. I was like,
that's what happens when you center yourself around a man.
Cause I don't know. I just feel like after your daughters went through that and you cut them off, that just I hope she died in Scream 7. But yeah, end of the movie. The core four survived. And Kirby. And Gail.
It's a nice 5 out of 10 for me. Again, like you said, the first time I saw it, I was like, oh, not bad. But then, like, when you're actually watching and taking notes and paying attention, really bad. So I'm just gonna stick it. I'm gonna stick it at a 5. It was a little too long. Just too many doors open and not ever closed. So I'm gonna leave it at a 5.
I got it at a 6. Because it was like it's a Scream movie, but they were just usually with a Scream movie, I can like display, not delay my belief, but this was like it was just too on the nose, was too much shit. Like, y'all really like trying to play with me. So 6.
You know what? I'm going with my best friend Tiffany, because my disagreements are all places from love. Pure 5 out of 10. This movie sucked ass, but it is not like a god awful movie. There are some redeemable qualities, but yeah, overabundance of characters, terrible writing, terrible plot. You've really just unbelievable like scenarios all throughout this goddamn movie.
And to be fair, Jay, I think they rushed it because the fact that it came out a year after Scream 5, I feel like they were just like, "Oh, y'all like this? It was the money.
Get back in that's a damn good point.
Yeah, I think that they were like, because remember, Scream 4 didn't really do as well, and so when they did this one, and everybody was like, "Oh shit," I think they were like, "Oh, y'all, money, money." They like reboots again, money.
I know it wasn't on the Scream 5 pod, but I happen to really, really like that movie. They had plenty of time to cook, but yeah, like you said, but you know what? We've seen what were we talking? It's in the Kevin Williamson universe where the movie picked up, like as far as like filming goes, not that far after. Like I feel like
Scream 3. Wasn't that Scream 3?
It might have been I Still Know. Like I don't think I Still Know was that long of a release or whatever.
I think that was one. Yeah.
Same with Scream 2. I don't think 2.
So I know the first was 97 and the second was 98.
Yeah.
Yeah. And on the rewatch of I Still Know, I know we already unpacked that one. Not bad.
Yeah.
It kind of holds up. But yeah, 5 out of 10.
Because they even released it the same. It was like January. So yeah, they definitely.
Yeah. Yep.
They just
yeah.
Like how they have those what's it called? Like not the focus group. I guess it's a focus group where they watch the movie first and they give their tidbits of what you should cut, I'm like, do they even listen to those people, or who are these people that they call to come do this? Because they would hate me. I would have red marks all over the paper.
Yeah, they do because so another review we did, Freddy versus Jason, there was a deleted scene where the two main characters, John Ritter's son and the girl, they kissed each other. And the focus group didn't like that, so they took it out. So they do, but I don't know.
They had terrible chemistry in that movie too. That makes perfect sense.
She didn't know him. She didn't know him talking about, oh my God, we were 14, we were in love. Girl, you're 18 now. Go to hell. Like
but no, yeah, a lot of like legit advanced screenings. Even I think those screenings are so far in advance, like certain special effects aren't even complete. But yeah, they have like the comment card like Tiffany referenced, but I don't even think there was enough time to even do this.
Yeah,
I want to go back. You can a telltale sign where a movie's gonna be bad is when they don't lift the embargo in advance. Like reviews can't come out until after. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Usually
it's at 100% Rotten Tomatoes for like 2 days.
Yeah. I wasn't tracking this one back in the day, back when this came out, but that could be a sign.
All right, guys, that'll do it for Scream 6. I hope you enjoyed. We will see you next time when we review Final Destination. The OG. So we'll see you then. Bye.
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 Where did you hide it, Dan?